Hello everybody, thank you for joining me in this yoga class. We're going to be here for around about 30 minutes, so maybe it's a good little lunch break activity, get you out of your chair, get you moving. So if you're not already, you're going to be sitting on your mat and or in your space. Make sure that you have anything nearby that you might need for the class. So if you're not sure what I mean by that, feel free to watch my introduction to yoga, which is on this YouTube channel. So things like books can help us, a cushion, I have a bolster here, talk about that in a minute. A blanket, anything you need, have it nearby so that you can just work to make the class right for you and not the other way around. What you're doing now is you're coming into your Sukhasana, your easy seated pose. Now this is any upright sitting position that lets you maintain a neutral spine. So you're not squeezing yourself up, hardly able to breathe, nor are you so uncomfortable and strained that you're really curving forwards and then you still can't breathe here. You do not have to sit cross-legged. You could sit on your heels, so on your knees, kneeling, or you could sit with your legs stretched out in front of you. You could sit on something. Feel free to lift the hips up. It really helps a lot when it comes to easing your sitting position out. Play around, find one that works for you. You've got that neutral spine now. The pressure is even between your sit bones. You're not holding your belly in, let that go. The shoulders are rolling back and down. Closing your eyes and focusing on your breath. No more complicated than just a steady inhale and a steady exhale. Trying to bring the inhale and the exhale into balance with one another. Smooth and even. As many of you know, I teach all of my classes with some literature. So for this class, I'm using a classic work on Buddhism called Siddhartha by Hermann Hesse. For such a slim book, there is a lot happening here and I can't cover it all. So I will just take from it my personal view and I will translate that to you. And this book is a dedication to living an individual life in that you choose your own path. And that seeking validation and reassurance and answers outside yourself, or at least always seeking them outside yourself, will not get you very far in the end. So our character of Siddhartha, he follows another Buddha, Gautama, but he sees that Gautama's teachings are beautiful and they're very wise, but they don't satisfy Siddhartha because he's not discovered his own path. And so he can't see eventually how enlightenment can come from following another's way. He has to find his own way. And we all have to do that in our lives generally, but also in a yoga class. Yoga is here to give you tools to help you do that for yourself. It is not here to rigidly make you conform to one way of being. Wisdom cannot be imparted. Wisdom that a wise man attempts to impart always sounds like foolishness to someone else. Knowledge can be communicated, but not wisdom. One can find it, live it, do wonders through it, but one cannot communicate and teach it. No, a true seeker, one who truly wished to find, could accept no doctrine. But the man who has found what he sought, such a man could approve of every doctrine, each and every one, every path, every goal. Nothing separated him any longer from all those thousands of others who lived in the eternal, who breathed the divine. You're going to take 3 more breaths sitting here. And then inhaling, blinking your eyes open if they weren't already. Just a quick thing to say before we start moving, I should say. I have a knee injury. I cannot fully straighten my left leg. So sometimes I will do poses and they will look a little bit funny, but I will always make it as clear as I can that you shouldn't be doing what I'm doing in my left leg. So I'll say your left leg is straight here or somewhere, okay? All right, so we're going to stay seated for our next thing. So all you're going to do is, if you're kneeling, release your legs out in front of you. If you're sitting cross-legged, then you're going to release them to the front and you're going to bring the soles of your feet together. It's going to move backwards. And you're going to put them far away from you as you can. So they're not pulled in close, they're extended away so that you're making a diamond shape with your legs. Soles of the feet together, diamond shape with the legs, sitting tall. On your next exhalation, you can drop your hands onto the mat underneath your shins, underneath your calves. And as you exhale, see if you can wiggle those fingers forwards and then just let your head drop. Curl into yourself here. You do not need to be very low down. If you want, you can actively draw yourself lower, so you can try to take the forehead closer to the mat or the heels, but you do not have to. You can just let gravity hold you in this diamond pose. Breathing gently into the space in the hips. 3 more breaths here. And on your next inhalation, gently get your hands back and push yourself upright. And as you exhale, extend that right leg away, tucking your left foot up into your thigh. I can't, but you're going to see if you can tuck the foot higher up into the thigh. Straight right leg, turn your chest towards your right toes. And on an exhale, you're going to fold over that right leg. Sukhasana. If you're feeling a slightly unpleasant pull in the left-hand side of your lower back, just lift yourselves up, re-square over the right leg, and then maybe don't fold down as low. Keeping the body long so we're not curling into the leg, we're trying to extend over it. Two more breaths here. And then inhale, drawing yourself upright. And as you exhale, you're going to swap over. So now the left leg is straightened out and you're tucking the right foot up into that left thigh. Let the knee drop away. Sit tall, turn towards that left leg. Make sure you're as square towards the left leg as you can before you fold over. Keep the breathing steady here. Just because we're not energetically moving around doesn't mean that we should think that our steady breath is less important. It provides the foundation for all that we do. Two more breaths. Next inhalation, gently drawing yourself upright. And as you exhale, bring that left ankle in as well. And you're just going to rock over to come to all fours. I'm going to swing myself around the side. You can do that too if you like, it's up to you. So you're here in all fours. And next inhalation, gently pull that right foot forward. See if you can put it outside your right hand. Maybe you need to walk your hands further forwards and just let the hips sink forwards. Just keep the hands down here, support yourself. Have another breath. And being very gentle on your next exhalation, let the right knee tip out to the side. So now you're on the outside edge of the right foot. If you want, you can pick up the right hand and put it on the right knee and gently press the right knee away, but you might find that's too much and you can just leave both hands down. We are still near the beginning of the class, so don't push yourself too far. Last breath here. And inhale, flatten that right foot again, so the right knee comes in. Take your right hand outside your right foot. And as you exhale, start to see if you can straighten that right leg. So the right toes will pull up, the right leg is straight, and we're pressing our seat back and we're folding over that right leg. If it's very difficult for you to have your hands down on the mat, we can use a prop, so you could put your hands on bricks, or maybe it's best if we just bring our hands up on our hips, because we want to be able to breathe. So if we're so curled over we can't breathe easily, then we need to take the hands up, lengthen out a bit. Last breath. Next exhalation, dropping those hands and get the foot back. Inhale, gently swing that left foot forwards. Adjust yourself as you need. You might need to wiggle the back foot back maybe. Hands planted down and just breathe here. Opening in the left hip, gently stretching in the right hip flexor. 2 more breaths. Next exhalation, gently dropping onto the outside edge of that left foot so the knee rocks out. Again, you can take the left hand up onto the left knee if you like and send it a bit further away. Give it a go. You might find it's too much. You might find it's just right. Last breath here. And then inhale, bring that knee back in, foot flattens down, hand outside the foot this time. And exhale, start to press the seat back. So you're straightening up that left leg as much as you can. Lengthen over the left leg. Maybe hands are on the hips. Breathing into that potentially tight feeling hamstring. 2 more breaths here. And next exhalation, slide that foot back. You're back in all fours. Inhale. Exhale, tuck your toes and you're lifting up and back. Add a Akashvanasana, downward facing dog. Spread those fingers. Press your chest back towards your feet. Heels pressed down towards the mat. Steady breath. 3 more breaths here. Keeping the back of the neck long. Inhale, walk your feet towards your hands. Leave them hip width apart. Exhale in a forward fold, an Uttanasana. Keep the head heavy. Don't lift it, don't look forwards. Just let the head drop. Let the arms drop as well. If you don't like the feeling of them hanging towards the mat, then try holding your elbows instead. Bring the weight forwards into the balls of the feet, out of the heels. Keep the head heavy. You can bend your legs as much or as little as you like. Two more breaths. Next inhalation, gently roll yourself up. Take your time. Shoulders rolling back, chin lifting, coming to the front of your mats if you're not already there. I am going to do a lot of the vinyasas that we're going to do now with my legs bent. You can do this as well. It's good for the quads and a little bit the glutes, but you do not have to. Just letting you know. Okay, inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding forwards.
Inhale, prepare. Fingertips or higher. Exhale, right foot steps back. Then the left. Drop the knees, the chest and the chin. Inhale, drop your belly and lift your upper chest now. Cobra. Exhale, making your way back. Downward dog. Inhale, bend the knees, look forwards. Right foot stepping in. Then the left. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, left foot back, then the right. Drop the knees, the chest, the chin, elbows in. Inhale, cobra, not too far, Bhujangasana. Exhale, making your way back. Downward dog. Inhale, bend the knees, look forwards, left foot stepping in, then the right. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale. Let's have another one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, get your feet back and lower yourselves down, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga if you're familiar with it. Inhaling either in your cobra or your upward facing dog. And exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Have 3 breaths there. Heels pressing down. Inhale, bend those knees, look forwards, get your feet in. Exhale as you fold. And inhale, sweeping up. Exhale. Ready for our first variation. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, get your feet back and lower yourselves down. Inhaling in your back bend, whichever one, it's up to you. Exhale, making your way back. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, step that foot through, swing your left heel down on the mat, and inhale, looking forwards, reaching up both arms. Your left heel is down and your left leg is straight. Bending into the right leg, hips are square forward, so if this is too tight in the left calf, shorten your stance a bit. Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1. Have another breath here. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. Now inhale. As we exhale, we're going to start to reach forwards. Arms are opening out like wings. As you come to the inhale, the chest is on the thigh and drop your hands palm up on your lower back. Inhale here. And now exhale, come up. Lift the neck, open the arms out. At the top, inhale. Good, exhale. Inhale, reach forwards, arms opening out. Hands palm up on the lower back. Exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, wing your way back up. The arms open as you come up. Straight in. Inhale, reaching forwards. Exhale at the bottom. Inhale. Exhale, wing your way back up. Inhale, good. Exhale, hands down, stepping back into your downward dog. Have a breath there. Inhale, lifting up the left leg. Exhale, step the foot through, right heel down, gaze forwards, and inhale, sweep your way up, Warrior 1. Good. Pressing into the right heel, bending into the left leg, reaching high. Virabhadrasana 1. Ready for those movements with the breath. So on your next inhalation, start to reach forwards, the arms wing out and around, hands on the lower back. Exhale at the bottom. Inhale here. Exhale, open yourselves back up, coming up, feeling the full rotation of the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, coming forwards. Exhale, coming back up in 1 this time. Have a breath. Inhale, coming forwards. Exhale, coming back up. Good. Inhale. Exhale, hands down. Downward dog. Inhale, bend the knees, look towards your hands, bringing those feet in. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, stepping those feet back, lowering yourselves down. Inhaling in your back bends. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, lifting the right leg up. Exhale, step the foot through, swing that left heel down. Inhale, cartwheel the arms, warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Your left leg is straight, bending into the right leg. Look over those right fingernails, reach the arms away from you actively. Virabhadrasana 2. And on your next exhalation, you're going to drop your hands behind you, clasp your hands together. Inhale, push the clasped hands down, lift the chest up. And as you exhale, slowly start to drop the chest down. Inside the right thigh, inhale those arms up and over. Do not worry how far over they come. Just keep the arms straight and active. Two more breaths. Your humble warrior. Try not to rest on the right thigh. Exhale, release the hands, dropping them inside that right foot. Lift the left heel. You can drop the left knee. Inhale, gaze forwards. And exhale, if you want, you can come down lower, maybe put the forearms down. You do not have to. We can keep the hands down with a little bend in the elbow, maybe instead. It's up to you. Two more breaths here. Next inhalation, straighten up those arms if they weren't already. Back toes tuck. And you're gently swinging back into your downward dog. Have a breath. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, step the foot through, right heel swinging down. Inhale, cartwheel those arms. Looking over the left fingernails now. Pushing through that right heel. Bend into the left leg. Another breath here in your warrior two. Next exhalation, drop your hands down behind you, clasping them together. Inhale, push that clasp down, the chest puffs up. Exhale, take your time as you dive the chest forwards, inside that left thigh, arms lifting up and over. Maybe just keep the arms straight, that's the important bit. Don't rest on the left thigh, I know it's tempting. Another breath. Next exhalation, release those hands. Drop them down inside that left foot. So the inhale lifts the right heel and the exhale drops the right knee. Inhale, gaze forwards. And exhale, we can fold down a little deeper. You do not have to. You will still be doing a hip stretch with your hands up here. Do what works for you. Last breath. Next inhalation, straighten up those arms if they weren't already. Exhale, tuck the back toes, swinging the foot back, downward dog. Inhale, bend the knees, look towards your hands, get your feet in. Exhale as you fold. And inhale, sweeping up. I'm gonna just come to face you. Exhale, hands down. We're going to do a little short bit of standing on one leg. So the best thing that you can do for your balance there is to find a drishti, a focal point, something to look at that isn't moving. So if you're going to look down at the floor, try not to look straight down by your toes, look slightly ahead, or find something on your eye line ahead of you. Feet together. Now on your next inhalation, you're going to bend both legs and sweep the arms forwards, Utkatasana. Chair pose or fierce pose. For another breath, sit low. And then inhale, pick up that right foot and drop the ankle on top of the left knee. Exhale, see if you can bend even deeper, really, really deeply. Keep the arms reaching forwards. That right knee is almost pressing towards the mat.
Another breath. Now as you exhale, see if you can fold over the legs, dropping the hands to the floor, maybe to books or bricks. You can straighten your left leg as much as you like. See if you can turn your gaze in towards the legs. Another breath here. And on your next inhalation, you're going to just lift those arms up again. The left leg is still really nice and bent, and you're still in this one-legged Utkatasana, Ekapada Utkatasana. And next exhalation, gently step yourself out of it, but not out of Utkatasana. The legs are still bent. Inhale, sweep those arms down. Exhale, rest them. Inhale, reach them forwards again, still sitting low. That's what it looks like from the side. Another breath. Now inhale, you're picking up the left ankle, put it above that right knee. Exhale, sit even lower, reach the arms further forwards. Send that left knee almost towards the mat, you're pressing it away from you. Have another breath here. Exhale carefully, slowly, fold over the legs, hands onto props or helping things in some way, or onto the mat, and then see if you can straighten that right leg. You do not have to. Straighten it as far as feels right, folding into the leg. Last breath. Inhale, bend the standing leg first to help you sweep the arms back up. So you're still in that Ekapada Utkatasana. Last breath. Exhale, release the foot, just into Utkatasana now. 2 more breaths here. As you exhale, bring your palms together in front of your chest. Turn to face you again. And as you inhale, pop up your heels, so the heels are high. And as you exhale, you're now going to lower yourselves down into a squat. I cannot come all the way down, so I'm going to meet you down there. Take your time until you are in a squat. So if you ignore my left knee, it's how your right leg is going to be, like this. And then when you're ready, release those hands and gently sit back. Try not to drop back. Your coccyx might not thank you for it. Stretch out that right leg. Pull the left foot into the right thigh. Not like I'm doing, pull it right in. Mine's just dropped away. Sit tall. And on an exhale, fold over that right leg for another Shavasana. Just 2 more breaths. Inhale, coming upright. Exhale, swap, so left leg stretches away, right foot tucks up high, chest towards those left toes, sit tall. And exhale, Shavasana, fold over the left leg. 3 breaths. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, let that right foot away and gently roll yourself down onto your back to lie down flat, to take a couple of minutes of rest here in your Shavasana, in your resting pose. If it is not comfortable for you to lie flat on your back, you do not have to. The most important thing about a Shavasana is that you are comfortable. So if it's better for you to bend your legs in, bend your knees in, then do that. If you'd rather lie on your side, you can. You need to get as close to possible as possible to complete rest here in your Shavasana. Choose to let go. Choose to release any tension you might have been holding, even without realizing it. Breathe deeply into the belly and let that go. Feel the limbs heavy on the mat. And let your breath soften into a natural rhythm. Have you also learned that secret from the river, that there is no such thing as time? That the river is everywhere at the same time, at the source and at the mouth, at the waterfall, at the ferry, at the current, in the ocean and in the mountains, everywhere, and that the present only exists for it, not the shadow of the past, nor the shadow of the future. Start to take some deeper breaths. Letting the inhale rush in, the exhale flow out. Filling the lungs, emptying them away. And bringing some awareness to the fingers and the toes, give them a little flicker or a wiggle. And when you're ready, you can roll over onto your right hand side. Take a moment there. Moving slowly, trying to keep your eyes closed, your gaze soft. Push yourself upright and make your way back into your Sukhasana, into your easy seated pose, the one that you started the class in. Breathing naturally, belly relaxed and shoulders down. Siddhartha goes through many evocations in his life. He doesn't just live the ascetic yogi life. He also has a sort of mistress wife for a while, and he earns a lot of money, and he lives with no money at all, and he is gluttonous, and he starves himself. He tries all the different ways to be in order to bring together the right way to be for him. He takes all that life has to offer. And he doesn't see experiences as distractions. They lead to and they build understanding. So I'll leave you with the last quotation for this class from Siddhartha by Hermann Hesse. Your soul is the whole world. Opening your eyes if they're not already. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope I'll see you again soon, either in another class on this channel or in person when that's allowed again. Please feel free to come to my Instagram or look at my website, whichever one is linked below, so that I can see you in as many capacities as possible. Thank you.